And we're live from the heart of the Ozarks at Air to Ground Farms. Hi, I'm Shelly.
I'm Rich.
And welcome to Monday Night Live.
Wow.
We're back.
Yes, we are. Getting off the airplane told me that.
I know, and we didn't have the right clothing for that. So if you're new here, this is a live stream where we talk about our farm, how we raise regenerative food, our animals, and have a store and make food for people. But we like to talk about it and bring you into our life and how we farm. And this is where we like to just have a back and forth with our customers, our viewers, and our family and friends.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you for being here.
So if you didn't know, we have missed the past
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
I think it was 3.
We went on vacation sailing in the British Virgin Islands.
Yes, we did.
It is something that we have done multiple times in the past, and we have not done in a long time. Yeah. So we were overdue. Our second daughter, Hannah, and her husband, Matthew, really wanted to go. So
she's been looking forward to that trip since she was about 4 years old.
Yep.
And last year or actually it was earlier this year, she's like, we're coming back to the United States from being overseas in England for 4 years. We're ready to go sailing. So Mom and Dad, it's time. And we had promised her that whenever, she was an adult and could pay her own way, we would go. And so 2 weeks ago we left, or almost 3 weeks ago we left and went down there on a 10-day trip. And it was extended a little bit, wasn't it?
it was.
Yeah. The weather across the United States kind of held us in the islands. Golly shucks.
There are worse places to be stranded.
Yeah,
Trust
you have
me.
to be stranded.
I've been stranded in Nova Scotia.
Right? Yeah, but we had a wonderful time relaxing. We wanted to go over some of our thoughts and how it went here on the farm while we were gone. But before we do that, let's say hey to some of the people who are in here.
Yeah, awesome.
In the chat.
All right. Let's see. We have Rick Wynn saying, good evening. What a change from warm to winter again. Welcome back. Wow. What a change is true. We bought sweatshirts in the airport in St. Thomas.
Okay. When we left Missouri in the middle of January, we left in just long sleeve shirts. It was kind of warm. It was like in the 50s. And we were going to the islands where it was in the 80s on a boat. And we didn't want to pack big, heavy stuff. And we didn't know the winter storm was coming at that point.
And you don't have a whole lot of room.
And you don't have, you don't. And so we did not pack, quote, winter gear in our sailboat trip. So when we were sitting in the islands trying to get on an airplane and come back, we're like, we're not dressed for zero.
No.
We didn't even have zero clothes. He was like, well, I got 3 long sleeve shirts. An extra pair of socks, and we bought a hoodie.
I just had one pair of socks.
Oh, you just had one pair. Well, look, we were barefoot the whole time. You didn't need socks, right?
No. Carol, I want chickens is here saying, I wish you brought back the warm weather from down south. It's still quite chilly here in Pennsylvania. Welcome home.
Yeah. It was. I wish we did too. Of course, it will be warm soon enough. Actually, we got up to 50 today.
52 degrees.
There we go.
It was 4 degrees yesterday when we were doing rounds and 52 degrees this afternoon.
So hopefully for our East Coast friends, this sort of warmer trend will come your direction shortly.
So. We've got Anna saying good evening to all from Lakeland.
Hey there.
Becca is at the top of the hill saying hello. Angels Homestead saying hi, everyone.
Hey there.
We've got Lisa Kaliski saying, welcome back.
Thank you.
Ronald is here. Welcome back to the freezer.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously.
Yes. It's a really good time when you work in frozen products to do, like if we're in the barn and we've got frozen things that we need to shift around, really good time to do it. We don't have to worry about anything thawing out.
Great.
It's like being in a freezer.
Yeah. Farmhand Huck saying hi, folks.
Hey there.
Love the picture. Look at that.
Oh, yeah, I love that. His chicken rooster wrench.
Yeah. Firefox Kitty saying, wow, what a great holiday.
It was.
It was. We've got a couple of pictures that we'll share with you guys here in just a second.
Absolutely.
The old school Nana saying hello from Northeast Oklahoma. We've been out by the fire since 3 today, enjoying the fresh air and sunshine.
Yeah, good.
It was
good
really nice today. It was the sun was shining over here as well. Like I said, up to 50, a little above 50.
It's been so cold. We were out doing morning chores and it was 20. But the sun was shining and Michaela was out there. She had her coveralls on, but they're like overalls, and all she had on was a hoodie. And it was 20.
Yeah.
That's acclimated. And the sun was shining and she was like, man,
Huck was just in a long sleeve shirt.
yeah, just in a long sleeve shirt. It's amazing when it warms up what you've become acclimated to.
Yeah. Homestead Jude saying, welcome back. Missed you the last 3 weeks. Well, thank you.
Glad to be here.
Both. Yeah. Let's see. Who's next? Jyrene. Hello from the Northwest Missouri.
Oh, yeah.
Glad you missed the worst of it.
We
Yeah,
did.
us too.
We did. More on that in just a minute.
Kim Tanner saying, welcome home. Glad you had a wonderful time. Hands yellow heart red. Got it.
Oh, got it.
And Jeannie saying hello from Nebraska.
Hey, Nebraska.
Hi. And Miss E. Kim Markham. Good evening from Mom and Dad. Freezing here. This is wrong.
Yeah, Florida's really getting it right now.
Yeah. So did you guys go pick up some iguanas? And
Right, I heard.
Awesome.
I saw that in the news. It's iguana tossing time.
yeah, let's share a couple of sailing.
Okay,
pics.
let's go.
So
So when we went, well, that's us right there in just beach glory, man. We were happy.
yeah, that's the boat. The selfie looking towards the front of the boat, and then the next one. This is Shelley and Hannah sitting on the front of the boat, just taking in the sights.
We were drinking coffee.
Yeah.
That was breakfast, like coffee time.
Yep.
Just chilling.
It was beautiful, and we thoroughly enjoyed it.
So we sailed the boat. It was a monohull, just, it's not a catamaran. It actually sails. There's a motor on there for motoring around when you need to. But we actually rent the boat. We sail it. We've done it a number of years.
Meaning there's no captain.
Meaning there's no captain to do it. We know how. And you're basically camping on the water in your boat. You just have a really, 42-foot boat. It's kind of like having an RV. You have all the amenities to cook with. You have a kitchen underneath, and no microwave or anything. You actually have to cook on a gas stove and stuff, but everything is kind of like just being in an RV, but you're on the water.
Yeah, there's a charcoal grill on the back, actually.
Yeah.
So we got to grill.
We grilled out, we cooked, we laughed, and yeah, we thought we'd play games, but we didn't.
No, we took some.
Not
but we
one.
never.
We never did. No. We went to shore and visited a lot of the places on shore and had a wonderful time. Yeah. It's so relaxing. I cannot explain.
We got one more checking in.
Okay.
We've got Judy saying, welcome back. It's good to see you both. Glad you had a great time. I'm in Kansas, and we've been back in the 60s.
Oh, wow.
Sure, with the weather would make up its mind.
Yeah. The animals are about to get a little confused.
Yeah, I think it's going to be in the 60s within a week here as well.
So while we were gone, this massive winter storm hit. And our family, bless them, took care of everything while we were gone. Winter prep storm prep. We were prepped for the winter. We're in winter ops, but the storm prep is really hard, and it takes a team of people. And Michaela and Huck and Rebecca and Nana and Papa prepared the farm to make sure all of the animals had extra straw so they could get off of the ground, off the snow, have some bedding, set up extra shelter for the sheep, more on the sheep in a second, made sure all of the water was tended to, the air conditioner unit, the compressor was covered, all of the tiniest little details, making sure nothing broke permanently. And all the animals were as comfortable as they could make them when you know that you're going to get probably a foot of snow and it's going to drop down into like sub-zero wind chills.
Yeah, initially they were saying we could have up to 2 feet. So with that, there's so many trees around, you really run the risk of trees and power lines and losing the power. So the prep was not only just your normal winter prep, but it was prep for potentially being without power for a while. So there was, there was a lot.
Like if we lose power, we lose water because we're on a well. So Huck made sure that our generators were ready to go in the event that they needed to move generators and run the well so that they could get water, have water for the animals, get the fire going now in the wood stove so that it's already get the house warm, make sure that there's food on hand that doesn't have to be cooked over electricity. So it was almost like prepping for a hurricane, and all of Nana and Papa are very, very used to prepping for a hurricane.
Right.
Like she was like, but I know how to lose power, because when you're from Florida, you know how to lose power.
Yeah.
And they all did a fantastic job, and it was really, really hard on them. And when we're sitting on the boat, here kind of getting reports back on what the preps are, what do we need to do next. It's hard to, and I know a lot of y'all have been in this situation, it's really hard to just spit out orders that need to be done because it's hard work and you're sitting on a boat in the middle of the water. And so you have this gratefulness and guilt happening all at the same time. But one of the things that it really made me realize was, there's really nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do. We've done the best that we could as far as farm owners to prep everyone and help them understand what needed to be done. And then they just kind of got to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In case you were wondering, our cell phones did work down there. We turned on our international plan, and the boat has Starlink. So we had Wi-Fi on the boat.
Yeah. We were in pretty constant communication, especially with Michaela back here, so that we knew what was going on. And if there were harder decisions that needed to be made, and there were some, that they could get a hold of us. So that was nice, because when we've gone sailing before, we didn't have that luxury.
Yeah.
We were just gone. But we didn't have a farm either. We had kids. We left them with the grandparents and left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anna's laughing at you. She says it's funny that Shelley used winter tops.
Yeah.
Retired military
yes,
wife.
I'm a retired military wife for sure. Yes. There's a lot of military speak in this house. Anyway.
Homestead Jude sounds like you had good helpers back home. Yay.
Yes, we did.
We had amazing helpers.
Amazing helpers. They weren't good. They were amazing.
It was amazing. And we've been gone before. We've gone on trips and had the farm in very capable hands, but this was just...
It was extra. And when we planned the trip, we actually kind of thought it would be an easier time, because we're not in the height of chicken season. We're not rotating animals in the heat, making determinations on grass grazing and things like that.
Building paddocks and taking down paddocks. And
so we thought that it could be a better time to go. Now, I'm not sure that the people who were here would think that at all. Not even at all. We got about 12 inches of snow, 8 to 12, somewhere in there. And the cool thing was, I don't know about your area, but ours was really fine, powdery, dry snow.
Because it was so cold.
It was so cold and so dry that it didn't stick to the trees really. So they kept power the whole time. We didn't have any significant icing. There was some times there, I think it sleeted really hard, but then it snowed on top of it. So they kept power the entire time, which was such a blessing. And the snow didn't weight down on any of the animals. It just blew about, and it didn't bring down any trees. Didn't get super heavy. So that was amazing.
Yeah.
And we did worry. We thought about it a lot. We did.
We have to.
You have to. Especially for the humans. Because it was really cold. Yeah. And when you're seeing negative wind chills, and you have to be out in it for 15, 20 minutes only, at a time because your skin is going to frostbite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeannie says, wow, it must have been hard to relax knowing what was going on back home. Good thing you have such a great team.
Yes. Totally good. But some things happened the first week that
we did relax.
Oh, we relaxed.
So it was we would think about it. We would get a call. We would think about whatever it was.
We'd make a decision,
or talk about it. And then we went and relaxed.
And then we didn't
because there wasn't anything else we could do.
And we knew that the people that were here, they had it. Yeah. I highly recommend if you do have a farm, find people that you can trust and know what's going on. And we'll make sure that things are taken care of to the very best of their abilities to your
We've talked about that
liking.
on a podcast before as well. And I think with that, the key is you have to have somebody way before when you're wanting to leave.
Oh.
Like way before. You know,
months.
Like it can't be something where it's like, I need to go somewhere tomorrow.
Can you watch my chickens?
Watch my farm?
Or my whole farm? That wouldn't work here.
Yeah.
No. But the first week, so a lot of you have heard us talk about our beloved sheep.
So we normally do a farm update at the beginning. I think this whole
thing is just a farm update.
Is going to be
situation.
A farm update. Towards the end, we've got some big news we want to share with you. We'll get to that.
Yes, we do.
But this is basically going to be a farm update type discussion.
Yeah, just stories about how it went. So we kept getting information, intel, if you will, back that the sheep kept persisting to get out of where we had them. One got out, and then more got out, and then more got out, and they wouldn't stay where they were. And one day in all of the ruckus of trying to get the sheep back to where they belong, Rebecca was carrying a bucket with feed, because they will just come to that. And she was walking down a bit of a hill, and the leaves were all over the road, and there was a rock, and she rolled her ankle and sprained her ankle. Pretty decent. And so now mom and dad are gone, or the farm owners are gone, and now you're down another person. So that got special. The same day or time frame, our little dog Dixie, that I believe you probably have seen in podcasts, or maybe she jumped up on my lap. She was horsing around with some other dogs, fell off of the couch, and her back got a pinched nerve in it. So she now is down. So Papa has to take her to the vet. We got one at the hospital, a little dog at the vet. She's like dragging a leg back here. You know, it was very traumatic. She's doing better now. By the way, she thinks she can jump up on things again. So now you got a dog down.
And this was all during storm prep.
And this is all during storm prep.
Yeah.
So
it always happens that way, doesn't it?
It does. So the sheep got moved. I believe Michaela and Papa made a bit of executive decisions and locked the sheep in, gave them a new paddock, and you're going to stay right there until mom and dad get home.
They all got out and walked all the way up the hill to the road. They were down near the creek.
Yeah. So they just put them in.
They were on their way. They're like, we're out.
We have a training pen that's pretty large, and it's cattle panels. And they took feed in there, and they locked all of them in there for a minute. Like, you just stay right there in the cattle panel hard area while we do other things. So the sheep moved themselves. What else happened? There was other things that happened that I feel like there's other things that happened that day. I don't remember what they were.
Well, they were building the sheep shelters.
Oh, and then build some sheep shelters, move hay, get more straw, all the things.
Get the straw put out.
So that was one thing we should have done probably beforehand, was made sure there was plenty of straw, like lesson learned on our part. Make sure there's plenty of material on hand in the event something happens. But they were able to get it sorted. So yeah, the first week was a little bit of a crazy town. Second week went much smoother once the storm hit. Then it was just cold and dealing with water.
Yeah, it was very cold. Very cold.
Some of the pipes or water hoses froze, so they were having to hauled water in buckets quite a bit. But the pig feed worked, like the freezer, still fermenting the feed, adding the hot water to feed. If you ferment, you can do it in the wintertime. But I think they ran into some issues that the pigs weren't eating the food fast enough. And because it's wet, it was freezing to their troughs. So then did they start feeding them dry?
When we got back.
Oh, okay. So kind of got that sorted out. So if the weather's too cold and you're fermenting your feed, if they're not going to eat it fast enough, it will freeze.
And it says next morning it was a piglets.
Oh, right. Thank you, Nana. All of our piglets decided to escape. They've never done that before, like ever. And, roving motorcycle gang through the woods and everyone chasing piglets around, trying to get them to go back to where they belong. Like literally, they've never gotten out like that before. Apparently they had become like Houdinis and were like undoing the wire. I don't know. I don't even know. Okay. I don't know. But they got them all back in. Oh my gosh. So there was a little bit of animal train wreck happening.
Yeah.
The cows stayed put. The cows were fine. The dogs were good. So we get back and it's super duper duper cold. And a couple of nights ago, it was full moon, I think. Right? And we have livestock guardian dogs, and one of them, her name is Nala, and we bred her to our male Anatolian Pyrenees cross. And we knew she was due in February. But full moon hit and she starts popping out babies. Yesterday morning. Here, yesterday morning, it was 4 degrees.
Wind chill was -10.
And she's having little, 1 pound puppies. Michaela called and said, hey, Nala's had her puppies. And I'm like, cool. How many and how many are dead? And she was like, it looks like maybe 2 didn't make it, but everybody else is okay. Cool. So we go down there. No, she's having them and they're wet. And she didn't know. Michaela didn't know. She saw kind of from a distance. And we went down there and we had to bring her in really quickly and save who we could. 5 made it. And they're in our garage now, as of yesterday. That's me with Nala in our gym area of our garage with 5 little baby puppies.
We put a heat lamp on them to try to warm it up because it was it was in the 40s in the garage probably, but that's way warmer than where they were.
She had them in straw under a house. She was a very good mom, but it was too much. It was too much. But we were able to save some of them and they seem to be doing well. It's cold in the garage too, but the heat lamp.
It was way warmer than out there.
Yeah. Like really today? Luckily we didn't have any calves in all of this,
No.
Did have one go down. One calf went down. And he got really, really, really
while we
were gone, and we had to make a call on him, and he was. They even sent videos, and there wasn't going to be any doing on that one.
It was a yearling calf. He was close to a year old, and he wasn't doing great anyway for whatever reason. Sometimes they don't. And he laid down and didn't get up. He got cold and
So he was, we processed him actually. Yeah. We made the call and his dad knows how to do that. And we're like, instead of just losing everything, go ahead and, if you can, it's not too cold, go ahead and process him. And we'll put him in the freezer because that's meat we don't want to waste. And so yesterday, Rich and I spent about 7 or 8 hours.
About 8 hours.
Getting it all processed and put up into the freezer. And, we hate it that it happened, but we're always grateful for life and that it provides food.
Yep.
And that's just kind of how that goes.
So additionally, while we were gone, we did lose 1 piglet to the cold.
Yeah.
It wasn't doing great either. Mm-hmm. And then we lost a few of our little ewe lambs to the cold.
Yeah.
And
so
I mean, it's sad, it's bad. It's also, if they can't make it and everybody else can.
Yeah. Well, see, here's the problem. We don't have barns. We are a regenerative farm. We open graze. We don't have barns for everybody. We have portable shelters. And sometimes the weather becomes so extreme, one way or the other, that this type of farming runs the risk of the weaker animals struggling. And sometimes they don't make it in the harshest of conditions. But when you've got 50 of them out there and 2 die, well, I mean, it sucks. It really does. But that's kind of the nature of this type of farming, because we don't have big, huge barns to keep them in and put heaters on them and, babysit them. Yeah. So that's just kind of part of it.
Yeah.
But mostly everybody did amazing.
Got a couple of comments.
Okay.
Nana talking about the piglets.
Yep.
Becca saying the piglets got out that same night that she sprained her ankle.
Oh, got it.
And then Kim asks, how's the ankle situation now?
It's getting better. It didn't break. It sprained. It's getting better. She's wearing a brace. She can walk around. So she needs some home physical therapy, and she should be back up and running in, maybe a month or so.
Angels Homestead reconfirming. Sounds like the entire crew did a fantastic job.
Yes, they did.
And then Anna saying February 1 was a full snow moon.
Yes.
Yes, it was.
It was.
And
bless her heart.
I think she was even a little bit early. I wasn't expecting them for a few more days.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. I wish she would have kind of held on, but she didn't.
Here we are.
Babies are going to come when they come, right, moms?
Yeah. Right. Carol, I Want Chickens asks, are rabbits harder in the cold weather?
So their water freezes, and normally all year in the warmth, we use the drip style ball drinker waters, gravity feed or whatever. And this time of year, we have to use bowls. You just have to take them water every morning, dump out the ice if it freezes overnight, and give them fresh water every day. They did in this extreme, because they're on wire cages. In the extreme cold, I had them put some hay in there with them so that they could get off of the cold wire. But they're wearing fur, and they're really quite resilient.
Yeah, the short answer to your question is no. They're really not.
They're not hard
in the cold.
You just
weather.
have to make a few adjustments.
Yeah, make sure they're out of the wind, and we gave them something just to get them off of the wire.
Yeah, but I think all in all, they fared very well.
Okay.
Yeah, because they're in their rabbitry now, and it was cold in there, but they were not in any kind of elements at all.
Ronald says it was definitely brutally cold. I haven't attended farmers market the last 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Yeah.
It was,
y'all still have farmers market there?
Yeah, that's cool.
That's cool. Which one do you go to? I know you're in the area. Interesting.
Yeah. When it's that cold, one thing that it does, and I mentioned to Shelley, one thing that it does is it really does highlight any animals that are weak. Mm-hmm. And, initially when we first started this, I often asked the question, how do you decide what to call or who to call or how to call even? And events like this sort of just take care of it for you.
Right.
It shows you who needs to be called, and oftentimes
they call themselves.
Calls them for you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And it also shows you any weaknesses in your systems.
Yeah, for sure.
Because as a farm with multiple enterprises, if you will, it's going to highlight where your farm maybe needs attention.
Yeah.
Generally it's going to be around water, or equipment, water and equipment. If you don't plug the tractor in, it's probably not going to crank. Remembering small steps like that so that things keep working as smoothly as they can.
And one thing, like last year, we didn't get this brutal cold. So some of the lessons that we learned a couple of years ago sort of forgot. For for example, with the waters, we have big, like 60-gallon troughs that we feed or water our large hogs in. And one of the like little tricks that I would do is you just break a hole in the water big enough for them to get their face in. You break a hole in the ice and pour the water in that. And then the ice on top sort of helps insulate the water underneath, and it keeps it from freezing as much. Well, in the brutal cold, the whole thing freezes. So what you end up with is just a very small area that can contain water. And I never even thought to tell, to change the instructions at all, to say, hey, you really have to now break the ice out, bust it out, get it out of there.
Put new water in.
Put new water in.
Fill it back up again.
Bust out enough at least so that it can hold enough for them to get a drink. And so, it ended up being more difficult than it needed to be, carrying water down a lot, because the space that could hold water was just so restricted.
Yeah.
And I failed to mention, hey, when we transition to brutal cold, the whole thing's going to freeze, and we got to bust ice out of it. Mm-hmm. So that was one thing around water that not learn, but like remember you really
got to get the iceberg out.
Sometimes you got to get the iceberg out so that you can add water in.
Yeah. But they all lived. They fared well enough, they were fine. They're not as thirsty this time of year, cause it's not hot, but a couple of good drinks a day serves animals pretty well.
Yeah.
And that's what they were able to do. But all in all, the animals did fine.
Yeah. The humans did great. The animals did fine.
Yeah, absolutely.
The sheep were jerks, but outside of the sheep being jerks.
Once they got them locked in and in a new place, I think everything kind of calmed down.
Yeah.
As far as that was concerned.
Yeah.
While we were relaxing though, and sitting down there, and the world's like literally lost its mind. Like the world has lost its mind. And we see on the news, and we're watching the news a little bit, not too much. We kind of really sort of unplugged, but you just see everything that's going on, and things will make you mad. Things will bring up it'll make you crazy. And with being gone so far away from the farm and thinking about what we can do here, being 2,000 miles away, it really highlighted also the thought in my mind of all the stuff that's going on in the world. Like I cannot control it, and my anger doesn't help. It doesn't change anything. Whatever I think about whatever's going on, literally I can't control any of it. The only thing I can control is what I'm doing right now, or my preparation for whatever I think might be coming. And so preparing for the storm, preparing to be gone, preparing the people, all of that, that's the only thing that we could really control once we left. Mm. And I feel that so hard about all the mess that's going on in our country and around the world. It's just wild. And I don't want to be political, and I don't want to go there, but it really did. Like this week I've been thinking, man, that same feeling we had on the boat, that's how we really have no control. And the only thing that we can do is take care of ourselves and our family and our community. And that's it. Yeah. Like that's genuinely it. Me reading the news and getting upset about anything is just not going to help because I can't control it. I don't know how y'all feel about that. Yeah. But I just had to throw that out there.
Yeah. Ronald answered you. I go to Waynesville.
Oh, gotcha.
I used to attend West Plains.
Gotcha.
Jyrene says, thank goodness you have such a good team. We lost one calf from a first calf heifer, and luckily the rest of the cows are still hanging in there. We don't start lambing till March, luckily. Yeah, we'll start lambing. We should start April 1st.
Yeah.
End of March, beginning of April.
Yeah.
And then we also had other friends that lost a calf in
the brutal cold.
Yeah,
the same cold. Well, the same full moon.
Yeah.
Essentially. kind of caused that as well.
Yep.
You know, for her to kind of, they thought she was a little early too.
Yep. Ronald says, I'm thankful that I added a tank heater to my water.
Yeah, we don't have any electricity down there where the pigs are, or we.
Now, last year we kept the cows and sheep in an area near the house, and we used a freeze miser, and those things work really well. And then once the sheep moved themselves, they put a freeze miser up where they are, and that helps a lot.
Yeah, our cows have the frost-free waterers, and so that works great for them. It's the shorter, smaller animals that, you know, we move the water around, especially in the woods with the pigs. There's with no electricity down there.
Yeah.
So we just kind of have to deal with it.
Ronald's agreeing with you. He says, my anger does not accomplish the righteousness of God.
No.
Truth.
You are absolutely right.
And then Carol says, I hope you were able to spend quality time with your daughter while you were away. That time is very precious, I'm sure.
We were, and it was. We had a fantastic time. They're amazing. They're an amazing couple. They're fun to be around, and they have just recently moved from the UK, where they were both flying airplanes for the Air Force, and now they're doing some training in Texas, and then they'll be moving to Oklahoma to fly more airplanes for the Air Force and get a little bit closer to family.
Yeah, cool thing. The way I described it was we were just as happy to be around each other when we got off of the boat as we were when we got on the boat. And I think that's pretty cool.
Yes, because it's tight quarters.
Very.
It's tight quarters on a boat for 10 days, morning and night. And but when we got off the boat, we were still having a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a testament to them and to our relationship.
Yeah, for sure.
It was great.
Angel's Homestead says I had to use the kerosene heater because my electric heat didn't keep up in the sub-zero temps.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah. That wood stove that we have and good insulation really, really has made these winters so much more tolerable on the electric bill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very thankful we didn't lose power, though, because our pump house has a little electric heater in it, and we would have had to go to propane heat or something to keep the water flowing.
Right. Okay, if y'all have any questions, please shoot them out, okay? Because we love it whenever you guys pop in and ask us questions. Now would be a great time, Q&A, don't you think?
Sure.
Yeah, I think so. A little bit of farming Q&A or any lifestyle Q&A would be good.
Yeah.
And do you have anything else that you were thinking? What happened while we were gone? No. Yeah.
It was great.
Okay.
It was a really wonderful time.
We do have a little bit of news that we got.
Steadfast Selections. Renee, we're in North Florida and our heaters in the house are all blowing cool air. We can't keep the house warm.
Oh, no.
Yes, you have a heat pump.
Heat pump. Yeah.
It'll be warmer than the outside air, and that's about all you're going to get.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's tough. And people in you guys' area, I mean, fireplaces are rare.
Yep.
You know, a few houses have them, but they're so rare to
We're originally from Okeechobee, Florida, but we've spent a few years in North Florida as well in the military. And yeah, most houses are not equipped.
No, they're not equipped for that kind. No, they're not. Hopefully it'll pass quickly and you guys will be back up into the, Florida time.
Yeah. So our big news that we wanted to share with you guys, we received notification while we were gone from the U.S. Department of Agriculture that we have been approved to accept SNAP EBT in our store at Air to Ground Meats.
Yeah, we applied a couple of months ago, and we applied several months ago. I did the stuff.
I
don't know what I did wrong, y'all, but they said you didn't submit everything, so we had to start over. So then he did it this time. Well, like we did it this time. And then nothing was missed. All of the boxes were checked. While we were gone, the inspector came from the USDA and did a store inspection. And Rebecca handled it all very well. and gave the person everything that they need. And within days, we got an email saying, congratulations, you've been approved to accept SNAP benefits. And we are genuinely excited. When we first started, we would get people asking us if we get it all the time.
We get asked all the time.
All the time. Do you guys accept SNAP? No, and we would just say not yet. But to be honest, when we opened the store, we didn't even know, the store was in lieu of a farmer's market. We didn't know if it was going to work, how long we would be open, if it was worth it, does the community want it? And so after a year and a half, it was about a year actually, is when we started the process. We're like, look, we're going to be here. Let's go ahead and do this.
For me, it had a lot to do as SNAP sort of, in my mind, sort of started cleaning up their act, like
Yeah.
the USDA started talking about and making moves to clean up the program a bit for me. And it made it seem more like, man, if they're going to work like that, then let's do
Participate.
this
Yeah.
and participate and offers, the product that we're making is premium, and to be able to offer that to a whole nother set of people that are wanting that type of healthy meats became like, okay, let's do this.
Yeah. So they came in, they said yes. And so we're not yet, because we have to get a whole new computers,
Card
reader and set up a few things. But essentially, as soon as we get that set up, we will be able to take SNAP benefits. And to me, I was so excited. And I didn't know I was going to get this excited. Actually, I really didn't know. But when we get people who ask if we take SNAP benefits, what that says is, I may be on SNAP, and we know people who've been on SNAP, but I still want good food. I want to feed my family the best quality food that I can with what I have. And up until then, we will have people who do receive SNAP benefits, and they would save their money and still come buy their food there.
Yeah.
And so I'm really, really excited for them, because it opens up yet another opportunity for them to be able to get their hands on the thing that they want to feed their family. And for us, it turns what was like maybe this will work, kind of in lieu of the farmer's market, we'll see how it goes, to we are the only meat shop in our small town with the premium food that we have. And now that legitimizes the store in a way that I didn't really know I was going to feel like. And it actually put that store in the grocery department of our small town.
Yeah.
And you guys are the first, this is the first we've even mentioned to anyone that this happened.
Yeah. Look.
What? That's awesome news. Everyone should have the option of excellent food. I agree with you wholeheartedly, Mom. Everyone should have the option of good food.
Yeah.
And it is good news. And for us, it just elevated it. It really said, you know what? Maybe this store is supposed to be a staple in this community. And the support that we've gotten from the community led us down this path. And now it just opens the door for more people.
Yeah.
And so super excited to announce that. Yeah. Very good stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway.
You heard it here first.
You heard it here first. And I think we'll, maybe take out a newspaper article or something and let the community know that now we do.
Yeah.
Some sort of advertisement.
Yeah. Steadfast Selections. Renee says, do you ship to Florida?
In fact, we do. We ship all over the 48.
Yeah.
Actually. Yes, we ship to Florida. You can go to airtogroundmeats.com and sign up. It's a Grace Cart type website. You can sign up. It's free to sign up. Just put your name and your zip code in there, basically. and then you can shop from there. There's a threshold. If you order a certain amount, then it's free shipping. It's all dialed in together. So all the pricing works for free shipping.
Yeah.
Yes, we do ship. Actually, every week we ship on Tuesdays.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's a special on chicken wings right now.
There's a special on chicken wings right now. Just announce it. Okay, today is February the 2nd, 2026. And right now we're running a special because it's Super Bowl week. So if you want chicken wings, it's buy 3 packages and get 1 for free. And I'm shipping tomorrow. So you got to get your order in like today to get them for the Super Bowl. Because,
right.
I mean, UPS can only go so fast.
Yeah. Anna says, I watched a YouTuber put salt water in plastic bottles in a video. Salt water doesn't freeze.
Oh.
That's true.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
Anna says, Meta AI, the freezing point of salt water is lower than fresh water, around 28.
Oh.
Yep. It'll help you can drop it in your tanks and it'll help.
Yeah.
I think.
Got it.
Jyrene says, I hope SNAP recipients take advantage of the opportunity. I watched your cooking videos for lamb just today. We also eat keto and sometimes carnivore. I would love that exposure to more people.
Oh, cool. Yeah. We're keto, carnivore.
Yeah. Ketovore.
Ketovore.
Yeah. We were right there with you with the keto carnivore.
Mm-hmm. Mostly we just don't eat the standard American diet.
Yeah.
And
I think it's cool. We did get a comment from someone at church saying that they
to
believe,
a friend
of ours, that they believe that we've made an impact in the community as far as like evangelizing the benefits of good food. So that was a cool thing to hear, and I do think that this will open up to more people.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah. Anna says the amount of salinity affects it. Yep, for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
The more salt, the lower the freezing point. Yes. Cool. I want to check you out. Didn't realize you shipped.
Oh, well, I'm glad you asked.
Yeah, for sure.
Check it out.
Yeah, we do. Ronald says, Missouri Department of Agriculture has senior benefits for certain products. I am set up to accept them at the farmer's market.
Oh, cool.
Our farmer's market that we go to in Forsyth does this a similar thing. They do it through the market. They do market vouchers, and you have to buy food with the vouchers. And we're one of only like 2 or 3 vendors that actually sells things that the vouchers can buy.
But I know what you're talking about, and I'm glad you mentioned it because I think we should look into that.
Okay.
Also, because I think a guy, he sold a lot of vegetables at the farmer's market, and he took those senior vouchers at the farmer's market. But I think we could look into that. And
is it a market thing, or is it just?
That's why I said look into it.
Okay.
And see, because I know Paul took them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if it's just farmers markets, but maybe the store can take them too.
Well, if not, we could at the farmers market.
At the Forsyth Farmers Market, we could take them.
We could get it done by the time it opens.
Right. Okay, cool. Thanks for mentioning that.
Yeah, thank you, Ronald.
Yeah. We want to make sure that people that anyone who can has access to it.
Yeah.
And it's not, yes, 99% of the meat in our store is ours. But like right now we've got duck in there from Red Bud Duck Company. Mm-hmm. And so and we've partnered with Meone Family Farms before. And so there are other farms in this area that we also support. And so by way of the store, we're able to support, SNAP can support that, or they, everybody, it's all working together, within the local community.
Yeah.
So I really didn't know I was going to feel as strongly as I do, but I'm happy about it. I really, really am. Especially for people that we know personally that want to buy food there. Now they can. Yeah. They'll be able to if they want to.
Yep.
Yeah. The option will be there.
Which is cool.
Yes. Yep. So yay for air to ground meats.
That's right.
So it like we said, chicken wings, get your orders in if you want them shipped to you. If not, and you're in the local area, you can hit up the store. We will be open from 11 to 5 Tuesday through Friday. Come get some chicken wings for the big game for Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who's playing. We've been so out of touch with NFL.
The Seahawks and the Patriots.
Oh, I did know that. That's right. Go Dolphins.
Right.
Don't laugh at us. Anyway, well, I think that's about all that we have. If you guys don't have any other questions tonight. Yep. This has been fun.
Yeah, it has.
Yeah. It's good to be back.
Great to be back with you.
So glad you guys joined us tonight and hanging out.
Yep.
And as far as we know, we'll be back here next Monday.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep. And until next time, next week, bye, y'all.
Bye. Thanks for hanging out.